What's good, y'all? Live Piece, episode 9. Finally happening. I didn't fall asleep this episode, dog. Joker's Gallery in the building. How you doing, brother?
What up, man? Just chilling.
Hell yeah. Top album from every year of the 90s. This is the dope idea from my brother. And I got confused at first. I thought it meant like 5 albums for each year. But this is even more harder, bro. This was definitely hard for me. I mean,
5 albums from each year would have been super dope, but it would have also been 6 hours like our fucking UFCD EP episode.
oh, that was a legendary, bro.
But yeah, I could have named five for almost every year on the 90s, especially, man. It's just stacked.
And I made decisions that was hard, but I had to make them. You know what I'm saying? And I'll explain as we go on.
Yeah, I mean, there's almost no years that I didn't have to make a decision between like two of them.
Yeah, I'll say some definite honorable mentions because some years are like stacked with just classic
Yeah.
classic.
Some years are so stacked that I've got like four or five.
See, I'm used to this shit with like Speak Your Clout back in the day, but nigga, once you add rock and metal to the list, bro, it gets insanely hard.
Yeah,
And I'll break it
everything's
down.
eligible. It's not just like juggalo shit or rock shit or rap shit. It's everything. So yeah, that
Yeah,
definitely makes it way more fucking difficult.
hell yeah. I'll let you set it off too. At our we going on 90 to 99?
Yeah, we'll start at 90 and go to 99.
Bong. Okay. Bet.
At 1990, for me, I got a couple that I got honorable mentions for after we get done talking about our picks. But for me, it's got to be Facelift by Alice in Chains. It was the
Oh, that's
inter-
dope.
introdu-
That's dope.
introductory track to, or introduction to Alice in Chains. Most people, they heard that fucking Man in the Box. Once that Man in the Box hit, like their entire career changed. I remember hearing they were on the Monsters of Rock tour, and people was booing them and shit and throwing beers at them at first, and then once Man in the Box hit, I can't remember who it was that said. I think it was Scott Ian from Anthrax that was talking about it because he's on that tour. And he was like, once Man in the Box hit, though, man, he's like, all those people that were buying beer just to chuck it Alice in Chains suddenly were buying Alice in Chains record.
Hell yeah. Because that was Slayer and Megadeth. Anthrax too. So it was like, I'm not big on Anthrax with John Bush, but like 90 is definitely with Megadeth Rest in Peace and Slayer Seasons in the Abyss was out and Facelift. Those are all 90 records, 1990.
Yeah,
That was a call.
and
Yeah.
like I found that as we kept going on and on throughout the list that I had more and more picks. I was only fucking like 9 years old whenever this shit started, so it's not like I was listening to all kinds of music to have like really nostalgic picks or anything. Like some of these, once we get to 94, this is all shit I'm listening to when it actually comes out. Like Facelift, I wouldn't listen to it in 1990. Like I said, I was 9, and like
Yeah. Same.
4,000 people knew of Alice in Chains back then. So I wouldn't listen to it in 90. But once I got into the later 90s and mid 90s, I was like, oh yeah, this is the shit like that's actually sentimental and nostalgic to me that fucking I grew up on. But you can't go wrong with Alice in Chains' first album that introduced them on the scene, probably their most legendary song. You got to think of Tommy Dreamer and ECW. Whenever you think of that shit,
Oh
that's
man.
that's where I really became familiar with that song because like back in the day, whenever it was on video rotation and MTV, like they hadn't really popped off much. It was like whenever Dirt hit that they started getting heavy rotation on MTV. So you didn't really see Man in the Box that much. So like I really got familiar with that song, and there wasn't Spotify or anything like that. So I really got familiar with that song through Tommy Dreamer coming out to it because I had all the ECW tapes and I'd watch that shit religiously.
Yeah, tape trading days. That's my era too, bro. And it came on at 3 o'clock in the morning. As we said it 1,000 times over here, but yeah, yeah, great choice, bro. Um, for me, shit, it was between 2 albums, and that was Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted. The one I'm gonna say right now, I got Megadeth, Rust in Peace. That album, man, that's their Master of Puppets. It's just fast, brutal, and one of the greatest metal records ever recorded, in my opinion. Also, Slayer Seasons in the Abyss too. That's another one from 1990. But man, Megadeth, this shit right here, like the original pressing too, because Dave Mustaine went in the studio in '04 and he like re-recorded some vocals and it sucks. So get you that OG copy. And I got my shit ripped, the CD ripped to YouTube Music, so I'm good. But anyway, rest in peace, man. That shit is just great, man. Hanger 18, fucking the title track. What an album. Dave Mustaine, Nick Menza, fucking um what a line, David Ellison. What a lineup, man. So yeah, rest in peace. Pantera Cowboys from Hell is also 1990. That's an honorable mention, but man, I gotta go Megadeth. Rest in peace, bro. That's my shit. It's a fantastic album.
Whenever I think of Megadeth, I always just think of the resolve in Dave Mustaine to get thrown out of what will go on to be the biggest fucking heavy metal band of all time and not just give up. Like most people would just fucking fall under that fucking weight on your shoulders knowing you just missed that fucking ride. And instead he puts together a band that's arguably one of the top 5 heavy metal groups of all time. So you always just got to kind of tip your hat to that kind of resolve, because whenever they woke him up and told him he had a 4-day fucking Greyhound trip back to fucking California, that would have been a lot of fucking end of the careers for a lot of fucking musicians.
Yeah, James Hetfield had to tell him. Bye. Classic shit.
Woke him up.
Megadeth was like a. Go ahead.
He said they said they woke him up out of a dead sleep, and his question was, "When's my plane leave?" And he's like, "Well, you're not on a plane. You're going to spend the next 4 days on a Greyhound bus." I would fucking try to slice all their throats. So before like I left on that Greyhound.
That was like his fuck you to Metallica. Making Megadeth. That was his fuck you.
Yep. I mean, you gotta get that anger out somehow, and he did it positively with that shit.
Hell yeah, dog. And rest in peace. The album cover is like, that's by the legendary Ed Repka. He did so many classic metal album covers. But go ahead, brother.
I was gonna say I also had America's Most Wanted on there by Cube. Of course, that's got to be in there.
That almost made it.
Me too. And then another one, the first ever cassette I ever owned, Public Enemy, Fear of a Black Planet.
Oh my god, what a classic rap album.
911 is a joke, fucking Fight the Power, shit like that. That's the one that introduced you to it. But man, that was just like a level up on hip hop whenever I got that shit, man. Like it went from like DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince to fucking that was like the first one I'd ever bought. That's the first cassette I ever owned. So I got like a little bit of nostalgia for that shit too.
And Burn Hollywood Burn with Ice Cube and Big Daddy Kane. That shit is gas, bro. I love that album.
The production on Public Enemy to this day is still fucking great.
The Bomb
Love
Squad.
That shit.
Speaking of Public Enemy, they did the Bomb Squad did the whole album, America's Most Wanted for Cube. That's all Public Enemy production.
That's how good they are. Like 2 of their albums are out of the 3 that I named for this entire year.
Resin said, "Welcome to the Terror Dome." Hell yeah, that album is fantastic. So yeah, my honorable mentions: Pantera, Cowboys from Hell, Public Enemy, Fear of Black Planet, Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted, Alice in Chains Facelift for sure. It's crazy you say that, Joker's Gallery, because I was on the phone with Resin earlier and he was like, we're talking about Facelift. I said, Facelift it's a heavy metal record.
Yeah.
I love Sea of Sorrow, Love, Hate, Love, I Can't Remember, Bleed the Freak.
We Die Young.
We Die Young, go crazy. Scary's on the wall. Classic. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like their most metal album for sure. It's like a mixture of like, I don't know. It's kind of almost kind of close to what Mother Love Bone was doing in Seattle at that time. More metal and rock than grunge.
It's a fantastic album.
I mean, they started off as like almost glam metal band in the very early days, so you could definitely see them evolving.
Shout out to the Music Bank. That's when I found that out.
Yes, sir. I'll move it to 91 since we got all of our honorable mentions out. These are like 2 of my favorite albums of all time. I had a debate on here, but for me, it's Nevermind by Nirvana. Pretty much, I've already like talked about grunge, like what Alice in Chains did by opening the door a little bit. Mother Love Bone and the early like Seattle scene did. Like people forget that Alice in Chains was signed first, but they didn't have the fucking explosion that Nirvana did. Nirvana knocked Michael Jackson off the fucking top of the charts. That's just it's crazy that happened, and you can just say it all the time, but it just perfectly sums up what Nirvana did. They came out and they knocked the King of Pop off the chart that had been number one on the chart since like what, 84 when Thriller came out.
That album's perfect. It's nothing bad about Nevermind. It is perfect.
And they had played those songs live so many times and even recorded them once with Chad at drummer. By the time they got to the studio with Dave and Butch Vig, man, it was like them. It was like almost robotic. They could play those songs so fucking well.
In music, I'll be honest with you, there's very little songs that are popular that I get sick of. And Spill Like Teen Spirit, I'm still not sick of it.
No,
It's
I've heard
just,
that so many times. Like even working at a bar for 10 years, it would repeatedly play every fucking night almost.
that
Somebody
shit
would pick
just
that
brings
shit
me.
on the jukebox. It's just it just hits your ears like it's new sounding, and it's not even new sounding at all. It's more than a feeling from Boston.
Say I put Spill Like Teen Spirit on, then after that comes In Bloom, then Come As You Are, then Breathe, then, Lithium. That I can play the whole album. Polly, I'm not even looking at the back.
Territorial Pissings, Lounge Act.
Drain You. Come on, bro. Nevermind is just flawless. So my number, my 91, like Brandon said, there was two of them. Ice Cube Death Certificate for my 91. Straight the fuck up. Like, Nevermind almost made it. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta go Death Certificate. That's my favorite Ice Cube album. It just raw in your face. Like the Ronnie King act. That bullshit happened that year, but that really didn't explode until the Predator. He talked about that, but still, there's mad racism shit talked in here. This is when he went at NWA with no
Yo,
Vaseline to end the record off.
that's I
It's
mean,
just,
that's an iconic fucking song. Like everybody
yeah,
that's a hip hop fan knows that song. Anybody that's ever even watched like a documentary about rap beef knows that fucking song.
hell yeah, bro. So good, man. My favorite Cube song is on here too. Bird in the Hand. It's a classic drug dealing gangster shit. Um, flawless album.
Shout out
Uh,
to Cube for making honorable mentions in back-to-back years right there. Just covered it out of NWA, just fucking swagging.
yeah, that's my 91 choice. But my honorable mentions is Nirvana and Nevermind, of course. I got Soundgarden, Bad Motorfinger, shit like Rusty Cage, and oh my god, great album.
Yeah,
Metallica, the Black Album is up there too. I can
that's
put
got to be on there.
yeah, Guns N' Roses, Use Your Illusion, my favorite GNR album. I know I'm in a minority, but it is. Um, shit, Pearl Jam 10. Fuck, dog. 91 was stacked.
Yeah, 91 was crazy. The only other
Per-
one I had was Metallica. It was between Nevermind and Metallica Black Album for me, but I had to go Nevermind just because of the cultural impact it made. Even though that fucking Metallica album stayed on the fucking Billboard Top 200 for not even exaggerating, like 14 fucking years.
And me being the hip hop nigga I am, I gotta say a track called Quest Law and Theory. I fucking worship that album. And Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blood Sex, Sugar Magic. Some good shit right there. Ghetto Boys, We Can't Be Stopped. I can go on and on, bro.
Yeah, that Chili Peppers album is the one that had Under the Bridge and really put them on like MTV's
Yeah.
radar and shit. Because I mean, they had
That
Mother's Milk before that, but this album
Mother,
had that fucking radio hit.
Mother's Milk is excellent. Hell
I
yeah.
remember seeing that in a Thrasher skateboard magazine, an advertisement for that, like at 1988 or 89, fucking like Thrasher skateboard magazine.
That shit dropped to 89, so yeah, there you go. That's
Because
dope.
you, as a little kid, if you know what the fucking album looks like, where it's like a woman holding her titty, like seeing that as a fucking 7, 8 year old, you're definitely going to remember that shit.
Oh yeah.
So they was promoting that shit in like the skate mags.
91 was excellent. I'm probably
Yeah.
missing more shit.
Oh
But
yeah,
yeah,
there's tons of them that we could mention for sure that like could arguably be on like almost anybody's top 5 list. But like I said, if we were gonna do that, we could might as well just do 5 for each year, which we've
exactly.
almost done for some and probably will for some others.
Oh yeah,
Well,
92.
moving up to 92, another year where it's just absolutely stacked. There was 3 of them I got on my list that I debated. For me though, it comes down to arguably my number 1 album of all time, Dirt by Alice in Chains.
Dog. Same.
That's a greatest hit. That's a greatest hits album. That's not a greatest hits album.
Dog. I was gonna say Chronic, but nah. I love Chronic so much. but it gotta be Dirt, bro. Dirt's on my list.
Yep, Chronic's my second, and then Core by STP is my third. But it just as much as I love Death Row, and y'all, anybody watching this that didn't see the Death Row fucking videos today, you can go back and see how much we both love that shit. Like, Dirt's a perfect fucking album. It's perfect. It sums it. If you wanted to tell somebody that didn't live through the grunge era what the grunge era sounded like, put that album on, especially on like a fucking vinyl record player. That shit sounds evil on some of those fucking songs.
Oh yeah, that album's special, bro. And I gotta stress this because I didn't notice this since like a couple years back, but the OG version, the track list at the end, the last three songs supposed to be fucking Angry Chair, Down in the Hole in Wood. A lot of later presses, Down in the Hole is number 4. And unfortunately, on streaming, that's the way it is too. But listen to the record, the original track list, which I have the OG CD too that has it. It's just amazing. Like, fucking Angry Chair, Down in the Hole in Wood. What a way to end the fucking record, you know? And that album's crazy, man. We talked about it, man. It's a masterpiece. Damn Bone sets it off. Fucking Sick Man, fucking Junkhead. That shit is amazing, bro. It's better than the Chronic. I don't care what nobody says. That Chronic is number 2 for me this year. And then probably Pantera, Vulgar Display of Power, Core, like my boy said, Core is fucking a masterpiece. Fucking 92's Gangstar, Daily Operation. Another year that's just tremendous. But that Alice in Chains Dirt, bro, that shit is phenomenal. Legendary.
Yeah, like I said, it's a greatest hits album. It's not called a greatest hits album. And like on, I believe it's the Essential Alice in Chains CD. There's like 9 songs from that fucking album on the Essential Alice in Chains. Like, you could have just basically put the entire album.
It's perfect.
And like we were talking about facelifts, so like this is the sophomore slump a lot of bands go through. There was no sophomore slump for this shit. Like, their sophomore slump was arguably my favorite album of all time. So they knocked it out of the park. Usually, you know, you get 20 years to write your first album and fucking 6 weeks to write your next, and the second one usually suffers because of it. But not this album, man. It's fucking crazy. Like we already talked about with the Chronic. You can go watch that Death Row episode and hear all about that. And then with Core, man, like I remember the big thing about Core, people were saying they were fucking Pearl Jam ripoffs at the time. Even fucking like Saturday Night Live, I remember did a skit about it. I think it was Dana Carvey. He's like, I went to the Stone Temple Pilots concert on Saturday. I liked them better the first time I heard them when they were called Pearl Jam. And like,
there's a combo for that.
And I never really seen that resemblance in Core at all. Like, I thought they were way better musicians. I thought Scott was a better vocalist. I thought he had a lot better range. He didn't just stick to that kind of falsetto like thing that kind of got played out pretty quickly in the 90s. So like, for them to overcome all that and still have like an album that had like 4 fucking top 40 singles on it, so multi-billions of fucking albums with all the haters and everybody else trying to talk shit about them, I gotta give that album some props too.
Yeah, Core is amazing. It's a masterpiece. My favorite is Purple from '94. I'll be honest, but that album's number 2 for me. And I forgot I gotta mention Faith No More, Angel Dust. I'm a diehard Faith No More fan, and Angel Dust is my favorite record, and that's right up there with Pantera, Vulgar Display of Power. I gotta mention White Zombie, La Sexorcisto. That's my shit. 92, and then all the rap shit is just there's tons. So, but anyway, Dirt's the GOAT, bro. Dirt is a fucking mammoth of a record. I like it better than Nevermind. I really do. That's how much I like. Dirt is just, it's fucking legendary, bro. What can I say?
Yeah, like if I had to pick one album, I was going to fucking some island where I could only bring one album with me. It'd be Dirt over Nevermind for sure. It just has so much different sounds to it. Like, you got Jerry Cantrell playing the fuck out of riffs, and then whatever Lane and Jerry's like voice link up, it's almost like Voltron, man. They become like a stronger power. So I would pick Dirt too.
Yeah, 92 Dirt. Shout out to Babes in Toyland, Fartnell, another band. Shout out my nigga Resin, put me onto them. That album is phenomenal. But yeah,
There
no,
was
everything
there was
is,
all kinds of dope like alternative rock coming out around here
yes.
after Nevermind blew shit open for everybody. Like there was all kinds of crazy shit. Like fucking Crash Test Dummies was on the radio. The 90s was weird too. They had a lot of good music. There had a lot of weird music got on there too.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
Like some indie college art rock and shit, singing about a tree.
Should that be some boy that made fun of?
Yep, straight up, that's where I pulled that from.
Yeah.
Moving
But
up to 93. Another all-time favorite album for me. I got two of them that I was considering, but I gotta go Doggy Style by Snoop.
guess what? Same.
Same.
Same. And here's the thing. Niggas know me. I worship Wu-Tang. That's my favorite music.
That's my other one too.
But I'm a Wu-Tang forever nigga. Doggy Style is number one, bro. Come on.
Yeah, both albums are flawless.
Yes.
Like 36 and Doggy Style are fucking flawless albums in my opinion. But like I was saying on that Death Row episode, I think Snoop's the one that really brought rap and the entire fucking culture to like our generation. When that shit hit, man, it just took over. Like there was fucking, suddenly fucking kids that were in FFA, Future Farmers of America, at like high school. They only listen to like Hank Williams is fucking rocking like a fucking Chronic gold leaf shade and bumping fucking gin and juice out of their pickup truck. Like that shit hit everywhere.
That shit was on the news, bro. It was on the news. They were like, it's the hottest record. Hurry up and get it now. It's too late. Like
and it wasn't even like the evening news. It was like the worldwide fucking news back in the day. Like I got that shit on Snoopymentary. Anybody wants to see what we're talking about? Like it literally was on like one of the big like ABC, CBS type news programs. Like how hyped people were for this album coming out.
Yeah,
then he had a murder charge during it as well that just put it on another level. Because every time that got reported, people were saying, getting mentioned, Doggy Style albums getting mentioned, and this Murder Was a Case song on that album's getting mentioned. So like it just blew the fuck up. Like it took over, changed like a whole lot of fuck cultures.
After the Chronic, niggas was ready for Doggy Style. Snoop shined so well on the Chronic, helped write the fucking record, and he put out one of the greatest gangster rap albums ever made. Doggy Style sits at my easily number one of 93. I love Enter the 36 Chambers of Death. That's number two. But also Midnight Marauders for Tribe Called Quest. I have it right up there, number three. Nirvana and Utero. Jesus Christ. Some Pearl Jam versus 93 was stacked. You know what I'm saying? I could be here all day. All the rap shit, I'll be here all day. KRS-One, the Boom Bap. Onyx, back the fuck up. I'll be here all fucking day, bro. 93 is superb.
This is that BMG Columbia House area where I had fucking like all these fucking albums. I was getting like 6 of them every fucking 2 weeks. I'd fucking, every time you get a WWE magazine or a Vibe or anything like that, that was 6 new CDs. So anytime I copped a new fucking magazine, I was fucking getting this whole just like golden era of rap.
I got Doggy Style in 95 for the first time. That's when I started buying music. And that tape didn't leave the Walkman for so long. It was just amazing. The comic strip inside the booklet. Yeah, Doggy Style is epic. Somerset Carnival Carnage. That's 92. And that's up there too, for sure, obviously. But yeah, 93 Doggy Style. Come on, bro. I can't go wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I fucking love Carnival Carnage, but it's hard to get on the fucking list when you got the Dirt, the Chronic, and Core.
Exactly, bro. Let's just keep it a buck. We're not just gonna say it because we're Jugs. It's gonna be our number one. I'm keeping it a band over here, and yeah. But yeah, 93 Doggy Style. Come on.
I moved to 94. This one is the only one that I had like one solid pick. As soon as we were talking about doing this shit where we are gonna name one from each year, I was like 94. I know what it is because it like changed not only like the shit I was listening to, it changed like for the next like 5 years. Everybody was trying to sound like this album after it dropped. Korn's self-titled album. Another band that we've talked about on a fucking live piece whenever we did our top Korn track, or I think it was Korn albums. So I mean, I don't really have to talk too much about it, but it's fucking it sounds as new and fresh today as it did when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Like I never get tired of Blind. Like whenever Are You Ready hits, it still fucking hits exactly like it did whenever I heard it for the first time. And seeing it live, if you've ever seen them live, once you've seen that song live, that would forever be one of your favorite fucking songs from Korn, because the crowd just goes fucking nuts. I think back to Woodstock '99, like a sea of fucking humans, like an ocean, because like the speakers were set up throughout the fucking park of like 250,000 people. It takes a lot of fucking speakers, and the sound was getting there in waves. So the people were literally jumping in waves. It was fucking crazy. Probably the most epic performance of all time. That one single moment, like I can't think of a one single moment from any concert. It was just showed like how popular one band was. They were the biggest band in the world at that time too, whenever that shit hit. And what all started it? This fucking album. And then just like Nirvana did, fucking 3 years earlier, whenever Nevermind hit, and then suddenly all these bands that Nirvana either gave their approval to, toured with, etc., was on the radio all of a sudden, like right after fucking Korn flips the script. You start seeing off Korn's people and bands that sound like Korn on the radio. It was like another flip of the fucking culture. So I got to put that at the one spot. I had no doubt I'd have to put that at one.
This changed like 3 times. Okay? Because first, I'll be honest, I had Nas Illmatic. Illmatic was just the hip-hop Bible. But then I was like, nah. Soundgarden, motherfucking Super Unknown, bro. That album's perfect. It's one of my favorite albums ever made. Then I was like, nah. Then I turned it to Korn. Yep. Korn's number fucking 1 in 94 for me. That's my favorite new metal record ever made. That's my favorite Korn record. It's just raw. It's different. It's just insane. It's the fucking meth. It's the speed. That album's perfect, man. From Hammer in the Bush to Daddy to Blind, Clown, Faggot, you name it. That album's perfect. That album cover, that CD's been in my life since Jesus Christ forever. Love it to death. Had the cassette when I was a kid. I gotta give honorable mention to Pantera, Far Beyond Driven for '94 as well. That shit is insane. Jay with the Damager, Sunrise in the East, Gangsta Hard to Earn. Jesus Christ, dog. Biggie, Ready to Die. '94 is terrific, but I gotta have Korn. Cannibal Corpse, The Bleeding. I want to say that too, because death metal masterpiece. But I gotta give it to fucking Korn, bro. That shit changed, bro. That was like genre, like experiment shit going on with it, and just sounds so fucking clean to this day. So yeah, Korn. It's got to be number 194.
Yeah, Illmatic. I was never thinking about, but like I know that's not even your favorite Nas album. Like me, it's not your favorite Nas album, so I couldn't justify putting a non-favorite album over my favorite album by Korn for sure. And like I said, but like not only did it change like what I was listening to, it changed the entire look of rock. Like people were suddenly wearing hoodies and had dreadlocks and shit and baggy pants. Like even as much as I love fucking grunge, they didn't look like me. Like Kurt Cobain was like 5'2", skinny as shit, looked like he'd been on heroin for 6 years, wearing raggedy ass clothes. But I like fresh clothes and fucking hoodies and baggy shit. So like they even changed what rock looked like, which was dope for me.
Oh yeah. And I gotta mention Ringmaster and Closed Casket, the wicked shit. Nah, there's blasphemy and shit like that. But yeah, Korn is my favorite. There you go. For '94, it's harder when it's like more artists and more genres other than rap and the wicked shit.
Yeah, like we was talking about, man, this is open to fucking everything. Like it would be hard to even do this if we were just doing Juggalo albums. On some of these years, you'd be picking between like fucking Jekyll Brothers and Most Tasteless Reissue. Like, so I mean, like even doing just Juggalo shit would be fucking difficult. But speaking of Juggalo shit, I'll move it up to 95. I think we know where we're going here. Riddle Box, gotta be. Probably other than Malenko being my favorite because of me finding it, it's my favorite musical display from the clowns ever. I don't think they ever sounded more like what I want the Dark Carnival to sound like than Riddle Box.
Not mad at that. Riddle Box is a motherfucker. Riddle Box is perfect. It is in the top 3 of 95.
Yeah, I got 3 as well. I got 2 honorable mentions.
Yeah, I got 1,000 honorable mentions because 1995 is my favorite year for hip hop. Not to mention all the rock and metal shit that came out.
Yeah, it's
But
crazy.
my 95, it's, if you know me, you know what the hell it is. It's Raekwon Only Buffy Cuban Links. It's the greatest rap album ever made for me. That shit is perfect. Just a drug dealing tale of fucking Raekwon and Ghostface Killer guest starring. Shit is perfect. The purple tape. Y'all niggas know what the fuck it is. I ain't gotta be here forever. It's a masterpiece. It's my favorite record ever made. From Ice Cream to Criminology to fucking Ice Water to fucking Glacier Ice to Heaven and Hell. It's a masterpiece of a record. Then I got Riddle Box, of course. Nada's Do Believe in God. Bone Thugs in Harmony, 1999, Eternal. I'm forgetting probably 1,000 albums, especially in the rap category, but Smashing Pumpkins, Melancholy, Infinite Sadness.
That was a dope one, yeah.
There's
Double
so
album.
many. Yep. Yeah, there's so many. I could be here all day, but at the end of the day, nigga, it's Raekwon. Only Buffy Cuban Links.
There was very few albums that would have beat out this other album for me, East 1999. One of my fucking top 10 favorite albums of all time, but unfortunately for it came out the same year Riddle Box did. Or it would have been number 1 on so many other fucking years. And then, of course, Raekwon. And then the other one I didn't hear mentioned was What's the Story, Morning Glory by Oasis. I love that fucking album.
Yeah. Just the Liquid Swords, too. Goody Mob, Soul Food. It could be here all day, bro. There's so many. Especially just rap. That's my, like I said, my favorite year in hip hop history is 95. And nigga, what the fuck? It's just there was classic albums coming out between every region. And like I said, not to mention the rock stuff. So it's just like a packed fucking year, bro.
Like every 2 weeks, an iconic album, like an all-time great album was coming out. It's fucking wild.
Big up the Old Dirty Bastard with Return to the 36 Chambers. That's 95.
Love that fucking album.
Yeah, man. It's just, ugh. But our number ones, I think, are just goated because Riddle Box is my 3rd favorite album the Clowns ever did. Used to be number 2, but I changed that to Jackal Brothers. But yeah, Cuban Links and Riddle Box is like, that's Goodfellas Casino, nigga. That's fucking just music genius between the two of them. So yeah.
Yeah, the Riddle Box is just like the first time I think, even including ICP and Juggalos, heard like the Dark Carnival perfected. Like Mikey Clark and them like just knocked it out of the park on that one. Like Ringmaster, as much as I love it, like it doesn't have the carnival sound, still has a little bit of gangsta sound to it. But like Riddle Box was like where they went, they just found that Dark Carnival sound. I don't think they ever fucking sounded better. So I had to put that at 5 or at the 1 for 95. Move it up to 96. There's a few on here, but I'm going Antichrist Superstar by Marilyn Manson. Another fucking album that we or another artist we've already done a live piece about. So kind of already talked about everything, man. But like whenever you put that album on, or shit, whenever you fucking open that fucking CD case and see like the lightning bolt going down and shit, and then put that album on, like you like as a fucking teenager, you thinking like you're going to hell for listening to this shit. Like that's how fucking crazy people were making this dude out to be, like sacrificing puppies on stage and fucking burning Bibles and stabbing himself and all kinds of shit like that, man. And like he had some minor hits, I guess you would say. Like he had that one, he had the cover, of course, of Sweet Dreams, which really blew him up, but that's a cover. And like that video was dope. And got a lot of play, so everybody was waiting for this album to come out. And as soon as you put it on, man, like you get greeted by fucking the beautiful people, like right from the jump, like as soon as it does like the intro or whatever, and then it just continues to be a fucking album that sounds like you're listening to the soundtrack of hell. Like it
Yeah,
scared people in fucking whatever it came out. So I'll go with that one, and then I got a couple other ones once you talk about your number one.
fucking Kinderfield and Tourniquet, my favorite Manson song of all time. Antichrist is special, bro. We already talked about it in that video, but I
The
love that
t-shirts even from that fucking that era. I love all the fucking
record.
designs on
Absolutely.
those t-shirts. The American flag with the lightning bolt on it. The fucking Sweet Dream Smells Like This fucking shirt. The one that had the cover of Antichrist with like Malice and all the fucking sins on the back of it. The ones the headbangers wore basically.
Yep, the headbang is fucking attire. But yeah, man, number fucking one for me, 96. You know me, you know what it is, nigga. It was written. Nas, it was written. The greatest rapper to ever fucking touch a mic. For me personally, that record is superior to the Illmatic. I don't care what no one says. The lyricism is on point. The production is fire. The production is just fucking 96 mafioso greatness. And that album, his pen in that album is second to none. All Eyes on Me, Pac is at number two probably. Antichrist Superstar, Ghostface Killer, Iron Man, Mob Deep, Hell on Earth. I could be here all day long. 96 is my second favorite year in hip hop. And not to mention all the fucking rock shit. Stone Temple Pilots, The Gifts in the Vatican Workshop, whatever the fuck it's called. It's such a long title. I could be here all day with 96, bro. 96 is a fantastic year, but I got it was written my number one, bro.
Yeah,
Easily.
it was written as my number two, the greatest like rap album as far as just displaying like the ability of hip hop, like the fucking just flow like no other I'd ever heard at the time, and arguably never have since. To hear that album, like I remember, like whenever I was working at the bar, one of the bartender dudes was from DC, where like hip hop was huge when that came out, and he said like everybody's waiting for Illmatic. Illmatic made everybody want to become a rapper. It was written made everybody stop rapping because they knew they couldn't touch that shit. That's how he put it, and I was like, that's fucking perfect.
That's dope how he said that because niggas ain't fucking. Yo, Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt is amazing. That's 96. It ain't fucking was it. It was written. It was written. It's perfect. A lot of people don't like If I Rule the World, which I kind of got burnt out on that. But everything else is just fucking. I love that song, but everything
Just
else is plain.
the schemes he was using throughout it. Like it's not just like him rhyming the words that you hear on first listen. Like you can listen to that album fucking 30 years since it came out and still find new shit that motherfucker's flexing.
Dog. It's just it's. I thought Jordan's in the Gold Chain was living it up, my nigga. Like, come on, like the shit he says on there is fucking crazy. But yeah, it was written, bro. Number one. I gotta give a shout out to Tool, Anima. That is, oh my gosh. My weed smoking days, that was a fucking favorite. Um Fuji's a Score, yep, that's another one.
All Eyes on Me was definitely one on my
Yeah,
honorable mentions list.
that's top three for me. Yep, All Eyes on Me, Pop. Yep, definitely. 96, Nas and Manson, can't go wrong, bro.
Move it up to 97. I think everybody probably knows where I'm going on this one.
Same.
But
I think we
the
got the same.
Great Malenko from the Clowns. It's
You
got to
know it.
be. Without this album, me and you ain't sitting here. Jug Talk don't exist. That dope ass
Yep.
album that you got a picture of right there don't exist. We don't know each other. Fucking the gathering of the Juggalos never happens. They never play fucking Woodstock. They never hit number 4 with Jekyll Brothers. Like this album set off worldwide Juggalos. It stayed on the fucking Billboard 200 for like legitimately like 3 years without ever being played on the radio once. That's how good it was from legit word of mouth.
Hell yeah, brother. Oof. That shit, it has to be my number one. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Being a juggalo means the world to me. That shit changed my fucking life. Everything that Joker's Gallery said is true, and it just it. I took that shit home, and my uncle fell in love with it. He became a juggalo. Like that album is perfect, bro. The year it came out, I was banging that shit. And number two was Wu Tang Forever.
Wu
That
Tang
almost
Forever, my number two.
that had
Our lists are pretty fucking damn similar.
I know. Like Wu Tang Forever is I hate to say this, it is and I worship 36 Chambers, but it is better. And I mean better. And I worship Wu Tang Forever. That is almost my favorite rap album of all time up there with Cuban Links. That Wu Tang Forever is just so goated to me. A double disc with one skippable song. That is
And
tremendous.
like we didn't know if we were getting any more Wu Tang because everybody was so successful with their solo projects and shit. Like fucking 36 came out and fuck what 4 years earlier. They were waiting for this shit,
Yeah,
and
man.
it delivered, man. Like a lot of times, like it had pat. You know, if some other like, especially like rock bands, if you're a grunge band, you wait 4 years to put an album out or anything like that, it's gonna sound dated and like you haven't progressed or whatever. But man, they fucking came out and fucking leveled up from what they put out on 36. Like I was saying with Nas, man, like Illmatic, it's undeniably a classic, but you can't say that he didn't level up on It Was Written, and it's the same way with Wu-Tang Forever. You can't say that everybody in that fucking studio hadn't leveled up by then.
It's perfect as fuck. Like just the other day, I was playing Wu Tang Forever, and my wife was just talking about visions, and I was like, I married the perfect woman because like she knows about Wu Tang Forever a lot, and that made me very happy. Yeah, that album's perfect. But The Great Milenko to me is their greatest record ever. There's not one skip. There's no skip on the first six for me. But nigga, there's nothing wrong with Malenko from House of Horrors to Under the Moon, Hocus Pocus, Pass Me By. I can hear all day, just like that, which is the setup to Pass Me By. It's just the perfect fucking hardcore rap album.
I mean,
I
Down
live
with the Clown will be seeing every fucking ICP show that ever exists.
Down with the Clown is just that's a fucking anthem for us, bro. That record is just flawless, and it's my number one for '97 easily.
And I remember hearing that I'm gonna be down with the Clown, so I'm dead in the ground playing on Shockumentary when they're showing all the tattoos, and I'm like, yep, I'm getting a tattoo. So like, yeah. I went to Detroit, came back with the Psychopathic Sampler '98. And like it has the big Hatchet Man on it, so I took that shit to the tattoo shop. He's like traced it straight off the Psychopathic Sampler '98.
That's fresh. That is fresh. Got
fucking that sampler. Yep, but they take over the radio station. Mm-hmm. I love that fucking sampler. I listen to that shit all the time back in the day. The DJ can't talk right now. He's dead. He's dead tired.
Legendary shit.
Stop throwing shit.
And I gotta say, just the way they look in that era.
The dreads, man, was my favorite look for sure.
And like they were rocking, I used to rock Mecca in middle school because they had Mecca.
On that same trip to Detroit in '98, I bought a FUBU jersey. Why? Because the Clowns fucking sported FUBU on Raw.
Yep. Howard Stern, they rocked the Willie Esco shit that Nas was wearing. Like, these niggas, their drip was ill, bro. And Malenko means everything to me. I'm not one of these doofus hip hop heads that don't. I'm a juggalo first and foremost, but these niggas want to just shit on Malenko. Nah. That album is fucking superb. I'm not gonna say some fucking underground rap album just to be cool. No, it's Malenko number one, bitch. Okay,
I mean it started everything we talked about. It started Juggalos. It started The Gathering. If Malenko don't happen, how it happened, The Gathering never happens. And The Gathering's fucking legendary. Been going for fucking 26 years. So I mean, everything came from that album. Like nobody knew about the Clowns outside of people like Echo Side Fiend who lived in Detroit or Toledo or locally. And this blew them up world fucking wide. They were fucking going to fucking England and fucking Australia and shit all of a sudden. So I mean, yeah, you can't argue against that. Never played on the radio. didn't get any MTV love. Literally had to pay MTV by winning an auction to even get Shockumentary on the air,
But
which they still wouldn't play the music videos.
if you're not a juggalo, you won't understand what like that shit means to us, bro. You just don't know. If you're a normie nigga, you're not gonna get it. But Malenko was number one with a bullet, nigga.
Yeah,
Bomb.
like aside from the Gathering and Juggalos never happened without Malenko. Fuck, Twisted never happens. Zool never happens. Lotus never happens. Just all this shit that came from starting off with this fucking album. So it's got to be one for me. I got a couple other honorable mentions. $3 Bill Y'all by Limp Bizkit. Love that fucking album. Still
Yes.
sounds as fresh today as it did when it came out. Wes was just killing that shit, man. He was on one whenever he was fucking coming up with, you can't even call them riffs. It's just fucking sound effects he's making with his guitar. And then Color and Shape by Foo Fighters.
Oh my god, what an album! I could be here all. I'm gonna say every rap album that's good. 97. I have to say that every rap album known to man because I'll be here all day. 96. Capone Noriega, The War Report, Biggie, Life After Death. You know the end. I'll be here all day. I'm not gonna say everything. Royal Flush, Ghetto Millionaire. I could be here all day. Bone Thugs and Harmony, Out of War, 3-6 Mafia, Chapter 2. Come on, you know what I'm saying. But I'm gonna say some rock shit. Third Eye Blind, self-titled. Fucking love that shit. Fucking Creed, My Own Prison. Like my man said, $3 bill, y'all, bro. Oh my goodness. I'll be here all day. Okay, Deftones Around the Fur. Come on. Deftones Around the Fur. Probably my favorite fucking rock album of 97. I'll be here all day though. There's so much fucking music. But yeah. Dear Malenko, baby.
Yeah, from 92 to 99, man, it's literally, I could probably name 5 albums at the minimum. And some years I could name a dozen that you could make a case for.
Yeah, I can name 40 on some of these. Maybe more than that. I'm such a music nerd that we both are, bro. We like, come on, but yeah, Malenko, baby. You already know.
Move it up to 98. Let's see, I got 4 written down here, like I was talking about that I was debating the entire time, but I'm going with Follow the Leader by Korn. It's the one that whatever I first heard it, I was like, damn, man, they're about to blow the fuck up. And literally fucking 6 weeks later, they're the biggest band in the world. Love that album. Like, just like I was talking about whenever they came out originally, like whenever Follow the Leader came out, they were bringing all kind of, like, they brought Limp Bizkit out with them on Family Values and shit like that. You started seeing like their influence come out. They fucking brought Ice Cube with them. Like, it was just dope. Like, finally somebody was bringing all the shit that I like musically together. Because usually, you get 3 metal bands on a fucking bill, or fucking 2 rap artists or something like that. This fucking tour had something for everybody. It had fucking German fucking death metal. If you like that shit, it had hip hop. It had new, like, kind of like almost new wave of fucking Orgy. It had the new metal shit. It had everything that I was into at the time. And what all was brought on was by Follow the Leader being so big that allowed them to start touring stadiums like that, headlining. Because before that, if you remember, they were touring stadiums, but they were opening for Ozzy. So this, whenever they hit Family Values, because of Follow the Leader and shit like that, man, they were just set to be the #1 band in the world by the time Woodstock 99 kicked off a year later. I'll go Follow the Leader, and then I got a few honorable mentions after you get done.
Follow the Leader is just phenomenal. Like on my album, I say Cocksucker on Fieldy playing bass in 98. I'm talking about, selling that bass. But that shit go crazy. Follow the Leader is perfect.
The only
It's
song I
my
skip on is All in the Family. I like that song when it came out in 98, but now it's kind of corny.
that
That's the
song.
only song I skip.
That song is trash. There's fucking B-sides that are on singles and soundtracks. It should have made that instead of that fucking stupid song.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But my number one in 98 is Big Pun, Capital Punishment.
I knew that was going to be there.
Yeah, I got a song called Pun in 98. Like, Pun, lyrically up there. It was written. Razcast, So Nice, Chino XL, Here to Save You All. I have so many lyrical rap albums up there that I worship, but Capital Punishment is just a mafioso masterpiece. And it's just flawless. Puerto Rican nigga just coming in the game with a variety of flows, and he could do any style, hardcore. He could do song for the hoes, and mostly that album's just gullies. There's only one nice song on that record. Everything else is just punch you dead in your fucking face, rob you. It's just a vicious album. And Capital Punishment reigns supreme for number one. But then I got like It's Dark and Hell is Hot, Flesh of My Flesh from DMX. There's so many 98 rap. Obviously, every rap album known to man is my honorable mention for 98. You know what I'm saying? And a bunch of like metal shit. System of a Down, Clutch, Elephant Riders, fucking Slayer, Diabolus, and Musica. I'll say more once my boys as his honorable mentions, but yeah.
I got the two DMX you talked about. It's Dark and Hell is Hot. And whenever you were talking about Big Pun, I think like DMX and Big Pun really kind of brought like real hip hop back in 98. Like 97 was real shiny and puffy type shit.
Yeah.
Like rappers almost got scared after they like we gotta take our foot off this fucking gangster shit or something because people get shot. Like after Pac and Biggie, like it almost seemed like some of the rappers got scared. And then like in 98 you have Pun and DMX like on the radio on MTV like knocking that shit out of the park. So I think that was big for hip hop. Let's see a couple other ones I got. Most Tasteless, OG, got Murder on it. You gotta fucking have that shit. The fucking official song, 5-piece.
Yeah, Most Tasteless is gold.
And then Forgotten Freshness 1 and 2, first album I ever bought the day it came out.
Yeah, that's a great year for Psychopathic.
Absolutely stacked album. Like no skippers on that fucking album. It had the Hollow Wicked tracks. When you bought that shit in 98, you couldn't go to Spotify, just listen to the Hollow Wicked tracks if you wanted to. So that was the first time you was ever hearing that shit. That shit was fucking crazy. Getting all that freshness on one day, 2 discs. Getting to hear dog beats on something that wasn't a fucking shitty ass computer download. It sounded like somebody recorded it on a fucking Radio Shack fucking boombox.
The first ICP CD I got while it was new. You know what I'm saying?
First one I was ever waiting on. Like I remember the flyers that they were shipping out from the fan club about it and shit.
And not too long after that, I got Twisted Most Tasteless. Like I told the story, my brain worked very smart as a kid. Like I would be like, okay, those two dudes in the hoodies and the whip and Hocus Pocus, that's got to be Twisted. And the other guy's Misery.
Because there was like only one of him.
Yep, $85 an hour. Like I heard that. I got Most Tasteless right after I got that, and that Most Tasteless is very fucking special. That's my favorite Twisted album now. Used to be the Green Book. Now it's Most Tasteless now, bro. That shit is goated. That's honorable mention along with Outkast, the Quemini, all like I said, DMX first 2 albums, fucking 98, Gangsta, Moment of Truth. 98 is just stacked. He'd be here all day, but yeah, my number one, Capital Punishment. Fog Leader's number 2 though, for real. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like hearing $85 an hour and hearing Twisted and shit like you was talking about, and then like a couple fucking I don't even think it was 2 months later. I was at Hollow Wicked 98 and they like filled in for Cottonmouth Kings getting kicked off, and they did fucking Secondhand Smoke, Murder, and Die Motherfucker Die, just like a short little like mini set to kind of give like whoever it was a break or whatever. And they came out and killed that shit. And like the first fucking line is, I represent the East Coast, no peace, fuck the East Side, no peace, fuck the police. And as soon as I heard that shit in the crowd, I was like, I gotta go to the record store as soon as I get home and see if they got fucking anything from this fucking group, because that's all I could remember. I'd never heard that shit before. So like I was just literally hearing it in my head on the way home from fucking Hollow Wicked on the Greyhound, Dave Mustaine style.
I remember listening to Most Tasteless and thinking, like, this is one of the greatest albums I ever heard in my fucking life. I really said that. Classic.
It was like wicked shit that also like gave a nod to like real hip hop.
Yeah, it's a boom bap record. For real, it is. It was a hardcore boom bap album.
Yep.
Straight up.
Great production too.
Oh yeah.
Like just grimy ass production.
Gas.
Move it up to the last year, 99. This one was fucking difficult as well. Like everyone since
Oh,
92 has
yeah.
been. But for me, I'm going Significant Other, Limp Bizkit. I find myself listening to that album still like once a month to this day. And it seems like it lasts like 20 minutes. That album lasts like damn near an hour. And whenever I put it on, it seems like it lasts like 20 minutes. I love that fucking album. I think that was the one where they took over the world. Like they took that title from Korn. I was talking about Korn being the biggest band in the world at Woodstock 99. They were for one day until Limp Bizkit said, "Here, I'll take that." Whenever they performed, and just like suddenly Woodstock '99 was known as Limp Bizkit show. Everybody was talking about them. The fucking music was there to code. It had fucking Scott Weiland singing on that shit. Jonathan Davis, Method Man, just like I said, once again a mixture of all the shit I was into. Of course, the Jekyll Brothers was the other one I was really thinking on in '99, but I got to go with Significant Other as my favorite Limp Bizkit album of all time. And I can't say Jekyll Brothers is my favorite ICP album of all time. So I went with Significant Other.
I remember this. My memory is very good sometimes, man. Especially like with music. The day I got Significant Other on CD is the same day I got Twisted, Most Tasteless reissue.
Oh,
I
yeah.
seen there was new songs in there, and I marked out the album covers crazy. Also, my uncle got the best of Raw 90. Was it the best of Raw from
Probably
98?
98.
Yeah, that shit was amazing on VHS. And I remember playing that Significant Other so much. The MTV buzz was crazy. I was already a fan because of $3 Bill. Yo, I got down with 97 from my boy Chris. But yeah, Significant Other is it's a fucking masterpiece. But my number one of 99 is The Amazing Jekyll Brothers. It's my first show, my first Joker card. That album is fucking flawless. Like even the me and Darby were texting each other. Even the B sides, like Dead End. You know what I'm saying? Should have been
Yeah,
on
they
there.
have a classic fucking song with fucking Ice-T. And the rest of the album's so good they decided not to put it on it.
$50 supposed to be on there. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Amazing Maze. Those are all the B sides of Jekyll Brothers, bro. And that record is just anger. When I was pissed off, I play that shit. Oh, it's my number one in '99. Another honorable mention I got is Nod's Wicked Worldwide. Seeing that get love in Double XL was fucking crazy. Um, yeah, most tasteless reissue. Every rap album you can think of, all the new metal shit. What are you? Static X, Wisconsin Death Trip. What 99 is a fucking phenomenal year. There's so many fucking albums. I could be here all day. If you know me, you know what they are. Corn Issues. It's so Dr. Dre 2001, Corrupt, The Streets is a Mother. I'll be here all fucking day, okay?
Yeah, like almost as the '90s went on, it was more and more on my list. But I mean, that kind of makes sense as I was like getting more and more towards like being an older teenager and like being more and more into music and being able to buy my own shit and stuff.
Yeah, that's a great choice, man. The Sick and Others just Don't Go Off Wandering is my favorite Limp Bizkit song of all time, and it's on there. So
One of the
yeah,
things about Jekyll Brothers nobody talks about is how fucking fresh they made bitches for what they got from ODB. Like just him
yeah,
yelling fucking names. Like for them to put a song, it wasn't that song whenever they sent him the fucking beats for him to record the shit. Like they fucking redid an entire song around him just yelling random bitches' names.
yep.
And it's fucking fresh as fuck. You would, if they didn't tell that story, I'd have never known that was how they did that. That's how good that song was. For
Seriously,
Mike, I would love for Mikey Clark to still have that, like the raw fucking audio of ODB, just to hear what they actually got.
that's
If you
when
know
he
he
was on that.
has it, you're not gonna throw away ODB fucking sounds.
That's the same year he put out his second record, Nigga Please, and that record is psychotic because he was on that super crack,
Yeah,
and and that's
that
what he
I'm
gave.
rich now, crack.
Yeah, and that's what he gave them for a demo. And like you said, Mikey Clarkson fixed it up, made it sound dope because that's a Jekyll Brothers is nigga. That album's generational. Like I tweeted this a couple of days ago. There was niggas preppy kids that me and Brandon would check and say name three songs. You know, they had Jekyll Brothers and Malenko in their CD binders, bro. I seen it. Like ICP was everywhere,
Be like
underground
it.
as fuck, but they still were popping. You know what I'm saying,
Be like if you don't know the name of the other four cards, you coming out that Juggle Brothers shirt.
bro?
Because it wasn't, you couldn't ask more than six cards back then because there wasn't six that came out yet. So you'd be like, what's the other four cards?
Yeah,
If you don't get it
yeah.
right, you got to come out that Juggle Brothers shirt.
That record, it changed everything, man. That it's a huge part of my life, and it's definitely my number one in '99,
I
hands
love
down.
like the like hype leading up to it as well, like the Mad Professor single where you got like not only Mad Professor, but you got that fucking rap from Jay where they played like three little pieces of songs from the album. Then you got Fat or Whack, which was fucking super dope as well. I listened to Fat or Whack probably 50 times before that album came out. It was so fucking dope. Like
It
especially
was
hearing fucking Rock the Dead for the first time on that shit.
dog. I wanted to leave school so bad. I had to wait till that shit came out. Like after school, me and my uncle, I got that shit. That shit was, oh my god, what a time. Jekyll
Yeah.
Brothers, legendary.
And the first Joker card that I was waiting on, me and my cousin, 6 a.m. fucking painted up, went to Winn Dixie, got some fucking Fago, threw it all over the fucking place, and then like waited till 9 a.m. whenever the fucking mall opened. Like painted up at 9 a.m. with just like old people in there walking the mall. Like I don't know if people do that around like where you're from, but like old people just go to the mall, walk around early in the morning to get their exercise. So we're just scaring the fuck out of a bunch of 70-year-olds.
Oh
Trying
yeah,
to as well.
that's fucking awesome.
I remember something I never really heard people talk about from that era as well, like on insaneclownposse.com. They wanted you to review the album, but they wanted you to just trash it the entire time. Like, and it was for some kind of prize or something. But I would love to see those fucking videos from back in the day of Juggalos just hating on it, to just be funny.
Yeah,
But yeah, ICP used to do dope shit like that on Insane Clown Posse all the time. InsaneClownPosse.com all the time.
I had the the phone, the hotline and shit. The
Yeah,
what's that shit called? That shit, bong. Yeah, Jump Steady would be on the voicemails and shit. Classic shit, man.
shit, I
Um,
remember whenever they gave out the Dark Lotus fucking flyer at Hallowick at 98, you had to call. The hotline was only going to be open for an hour that one day, and whenever you called it, it simply told you where to be at a certain date to get the Echo Side single. Like they just did dope ass shit like that.
oh yeah, you had to be like really in the know, cause nigga, I didn't have internet to like '09, so niggas like I had hookups and juggalos that had the internet. They would tell me shit. I would go to their house and watch Shaggy Show and early 2000s and all. Y'all niggas know the story, but yeah, '99. There you have it.
Got some questions before we get out of here. If you want to go through them real quick.
Absolutely.
Question number one: favorite rock music video of all time. So any music video from the entire decade that's rock genre, because we're also going to do a rap because it'd have been too hard to pick just one. And I'll go first, so you can think for a few seconds or whatever. For me, I didn't go for so much like musically, like what the song was. I went more for like what the video was, even though I do love this song. I think it's a really dope song. Tonight Tonight by Smashing Pumpkins. It's like
That's
old
dope.
school animation, and I don't even know how to describe it. It's like part claymation, part stop motion, but it looks like it's like made. It's like almost like from like the 1910s or something. It's so crazy. Look, it was just different than anything I'd ever seen before. The song was fucking super dope. That video was so good. They ended up winning like 6 awards in the VMAs that year from it. It just stood out. That whenever I was trying to think of one that not necessarily just because of the song. I mean, fuck, Smells Like Teen Spirit. Of course, you could say that, but it's because the song's so fucking epic. For me, I think Tonight made the song. I think the video made the song as much as the song made the video.
Dope choice, bro. For me, it's got to be Smells Like Teen Spirit. I remember just watching that shit and being like, It's special. You know what I'm saying? There's something about that shit. I don't know what it is. It's just that's my answer.
I would say anybody within a 10-year range of us, like age wise, that's probably, if you say name one music video, it's probably going to be it because it was inescapable.
The way Kurt is rocking back and forth, singing the
Had
way
the like fucking punk rock cheerleaders, which I thought were hot as fuck.
with the anarchy on the shit. Yeah,
Oh
man.
yeah.
That's yeah.
It's like,
It's
where's them
just
bitches at my school? Where's the bitches look like that?
it's perfect. It's perfect.
I got a couple other ones I thought of. Heart Shaped Box, speaking of Nirvana. That's like,
Oh hell yeah.
Kurt said that was the closest any video ever got to what he wanted a video to look like in his head. He was like pretty much making the entire like creative decisions on that video. And then Freak on a Leash, the animation from McFarlane, the bullet going through, showing like the bullet going through all these different scenes. You got fucking Corn in the room that's been shot up by bullets and shit. Like, looks fucking super dope. So yeah, those are the two other ones I was thinking about whenever I was thinking about the one I would pick. But I go Tonight with Smashing Pumpkins. I think that video literally made the song bigger.
Yeah.
Almost like Thriller. Thriller is the only other one I could really think of a song or a video made a song bigger.
I already told you
that was in the 80s.
How much I worship Melancholy. I already told you that. So I love your choice, brother.
Moving on to the next question. Same as this one, but what's your favorite rap video from the 90s? And once again, I try to go with when I thought, like, just because of the video itself. But I do love this fucking song as well. How High from Redman and Method Man from the show soundtrack. They kind of do like a Cheech and Chong type thing where Nice Dreams, they got that truck. It's got the big ass like head on top of it with like, and they got a hole in it with all the smoke rolling out like he's smoking a blunt and shit. At the beginning of it, they're fucking dressed up like Beavis and Butthead. Like I was a huge Beavis and Butthead fan at the time. So that's the one that really stuck out to me whenever I was like, let's see, going back to the golden age of rock or of rap back in the mid 90s, what fucking video stands out to me the most for being like a really dope video? It'd be that one, and the song's super fucking fresh. So is that fucking documentary that the soundtrack's from.
I love that song to death. Redman dissing Mobb Deep at the end. Mobb Deep dissed him on the Infamous. Incredible fucking song. My favorite video.
Anytime I think about Redman beefing, I think about him telling that story about talking shit about MC Hammer and MC Hammer coming to pay him a visit. He's like, MC Hammer's a real gangster.
Yeah, I got the mystery of chess boxing, Wu-Tang Clan. That video made me leave the crib to get the tape. So, there you go. There's some ninjas in that video is fucking gully. Ghostface Killer got the fucking stalking mask on. Nigga, that shit is hard as nails. It's my favorite rap song ever made. The Mystery of Chess Boxing by the Wu-Tang Clan. My favorite rap video of all time. Easily.
I think Gin and Juice is probably up there in the discussion for me. Two of America's Most Wanted, Natural Born Killers. Pretty much all the ones I talked about on the Death Row shit.
Hell yeah, nigga.
Question number 3, favorite movie from the 90s from any genre. For me, it's going to be Friday. Like, I'm not a big movie person, but Friday's one of those movies that I can pretty much recite verbatim while I'm watching it. So many classic fucking lines, like so many classic fucking songs on that fucking soundtrack. Like, whenever I think of like that era, from like 94 to 96, like that's what I think of is like that whole like Friday vibe, man. Like all those songs that was playing in it. Like I was just started smoking weed because I seen that movie and shit. So Friday for me, I've rented that fucking thing so many times. I probably could have purchased it like 20 different times. But it's much easier to just go pay $2 at the fucking store than to pay fucking $29.99 back in the day.
Dog, that soundtrack is my favorite soundtrack ever made.
It covers everything. It's like from the late 60s to the current day.
Yeah, Friday's great.
It was
My favorite.
Spotify before Spotify. Like it wasn't, it wasn't just one artist or two artists or everything, man. That was it was Spotify. Like that was a playlist.
I'm a movie buff. I worship movies. I would say my favorite movie of the '90s. It could change any day, but deep in my heart, it's Menace to Society. It's the greatest urban hood movie ever made, and I watched that. I took that VHS with me. Like that shit is goaded. So yeah, Menace to Society, Kane No Dog, AWACS, just gritty gangster shit. I got the Blu-ray. It looks phenomenal on the Blu-ray. Yeah, shout out to Menace all day.
I couldn't remember if Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles first movie came out 89 or 90. So if I would have that honorable mention if it came out in 90.
Definitely
I can't.
90.
Was it 90? Dope. Well, I'll have
Yeah,
that as my honorable mention then for sure.
yeah. It's all. I just watched that recently. That shit is gas.
I never realized until like I was watching some YouTube videos that people think that highly of that fucking movie. Like a lot of people say it's the greatest comic book movie ever made. I don't know about that. I call The Dark Knight that, but like people have a pretty high opinion of that movie, probably because the other two are such a letdown.
Oh, the second one sucks.
They
Cock.
couldn't do any violence. Like they use their weapons.
Yo, I used to like that. I just rewatched that because we had the DVDs, and me and my wife, I'm like, this movie sucks. That Tokar and Reza, whatever the fuck that name, nigga, that movie is garbage.
Yeah, they look like puppets, like they should be on Sesame Street or some shit.
It was horrible.
Yeah, I didn't like. And then the third's even worse.
Oh, the third is fucking dumpster juice.
Yeah, but yeah, I couldn't remember if it was 89 or 90. But yeah, I'll put that as my honorable mention because I don't fuck with a lot of movies, so I'm struggling.
Oh hell yeah, I feel that.
Question number 4: favorite video game of the 90s. This was difficult. Like there was so many fucking dope. Yeah, like just think of how many fucking systems came out in the 90s. But for me, Mortal Kombat 2, like I played that fucking game so much on the arcade. Like I played it so much that I could stay there for like 4 hours on one token. Nobody could fuck with me with Liu Kang. Like people would try to fight me because I would just back leg trip them and they didn't know how to block it. Like I was fucking nasty with Liu Kang. Like whenever you would hold the low kick button during the break in between rounds and then let go of it and then do that bicycle kick, people get so fucking pissed. But yeah, Mortal Kombat 2 for me.
Mortal Kombat 2 as well for me, brother.
Oh yeah.
I told every time I play, I've been playing that shit a lot lately because on PS5 you can buy the collection, which is a must. I play that shit all the time. It's on the PS5. As I was telling my wife, I was like, Mortal Kombat 2 and San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto are my favorite video games of all time. There's no doubt about that. And other than like, Revenge and No Mercy and WrestleMania 2000 and shit. But goddamn, MK2 is number one. I got that shit the same day as Maximum Carnage.
Spider-Man. Oh shit, the Spider-Man game. Yeah.
It was 94. I got a Super Nintendo in 92. That was pure bliss because I played it a lot in the arcades in 93. So once it hit 94, it came on console. And this time on Super Nintendo, all the blood is in. All the fatalities is in.
Because they lost their ass taking it out of that first one. Like Sega smashed them.
Yeah. So Super Nintendo MK2 is a fucking perfect port. It's the same, except the sprites are smaller, obviously, shit like that. But like, yeah, the fatalities, all the gore is in there. Mortal Kombat 2, yo, I worship that game. I can't even fathom how much I like it. It's so good.
Yeah, I don't know what Nintendo was thinking about taking blood out of the first one. Like taking the blood out of a Mortal Kombat game is like taking the coke out of a Scarface movie. Like what the fuck you gonna do without it? It's kind of what the whole fucking point of the movie is.
Exactly.
A couple other ones I got like Survivor Series and Royal Rumble and Genesis. That was one of those dollar rentals back in the day that at the grocery store beside my crib. I've talked about a few times. Like I would rent that shit just all week, keep it for a week, pay $7 and school the fuck out of it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game, the one that's got all 4 of them. That shit's fucking that shit, I'd play that shit right now with 3 homies. Like it was fucking 1992 all over again. Like you get
Bro.
4 fucking homies playing that shit, fucking smoking, drinking, and having fun and shit. Like that thing was fucking made to have fun with. NBA Jams the same way. NBA Live 95 on Sega I thought was super dope. NHL 92 and NHL 94 where you could fight on Sega. That'd be my honorable mentions.
Those 16-bit wrestling games, Royal Rumble, Super
Raw.
WrestleMania, Raw, all them shits are beautiful. Street Fighter, I'm a diehard fan. I'll mention that. Shit, everything you mentioned. Uh, Turtles in Time.
That's a dope
Fuck
one.
yeah, nigga, I'll be here all day. Yeah, Super Mario Brothers. Super Mario World. I meant to say. Yeah, all that shit, all fucking day, bro.
Moving on to question number 5. Favorite wrestler of the entire night. This was probably the hardest one for me because like I immediately thought HBK, but I think he's the greatest wrestler ever. But like you can say that his run of like greatness as a single, like, you know, top of the card guy didn't start till 95 or so. So that was only like half the decade. And then I was thinking Scott Hall. Never won a world title though, so I'm going with the dude that whenever I look back from 1990 to 1999, it's the dude that I enjoy watching his matches the most of singles matches. Macho Man Randy Savage.
Not mad at that at all, brother.
He was that guy that before Shawn Michaels became Mr. WrestleMania, like Mr. WrestleMania was fucking Macho Man. Like he got a good match out of the fucking Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
Like a 4-star, 5-star match out of Ultimate Warrior. Like that's fucking hard to do.
Twice, in my opinion.
And
That
then
SummerSlam 92 match is superb.
WrestleMania 3 versus Steamboat. I don't think that's 90s though, but still, just like his fucking that run he had from the time he got to WWE after coming out of Memphis until like right there at the end of the NWO, like that he was probably my favorite overall in the ring. Mr. Perfect, I think of as well. I always liked watching his matches, but like I said, with Hall, never reached like main event world champion level. Macho Man did, so I gotta go with Macho Man.
Shawn Michaels is my favorite wrestler of all time, hands down. But
Same.
when we're talking the 90s, the guy that just, to me, when I think of that Wing Eagle, I think of him. You know where I'm going with this? Bret the Hitman Hart.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that
He
motherfucker.
carried that company. Like the only dude having good matches for like 6 years.
Exactly. He's one of my fucking goats. I love that nigga so much, bro. So yeah, the Hitman for the 90s for me, man.
That's a good one for sure.
Macho Man in my top 5 of all time. So yeah, I'm happy about that. That's dope.
Yeah, Bret had a hell of a run, man. Like in 97, him as a heel was fucking one of my favorite eras in wrestling ever. Like that Canadian Stampede, like where everybody hated him in America, like just despised him and like loved Austin. And then they go to Calgary and it's completely flipped. I'd never seen that before. Like it was so much fun to watch as a fucking member of the audience.
Yeah. Amazing. Shout out to the Hitman, Macho Man.
Bret Hart was so good that I forget what the dude's name is. Like Tom McGee, I think was his name, something McGee. But
yeah, that
Bret
guy
Hart
Vince had his eye on.
Yep, Bret had a dart match with him, and Bret made this dude look so good that Vince thought he had found his next Hulk Hogan. This dude was like, he had the body of Hulk Hogan, like you know, being like looking like he was roided out, but he had the agility of like Kenny Omega. Motherfucker was doing like backflips and shit, and like Bret Hart had made this dude look so good that Vince signed him to like a 3-year like developmental deal, put him on all the house shows thinking he was going to be his next world champion for whenever Hogan era was over. And the problem was he never had another good match because the guy that was the dude that was going to be the champion to carry the fucking company after Hogan was the guy that he was fighting. Bret Hart. It wasn't McGee. It was because Bret Hart was so fucking good is why that dude looked like he was a main eventer. And then he never had another match in 3 years that was ever worthy of TV.
There's a whole ass documentary about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that match, the dart match, was like lost forever. Like people always talked about it. Like I think the dude's name was Mega Man, like was his nickname or whatever. And I'd always heard about it too, like this crazy ass match with this dude that was fucking, just a steroid fucking like the Ultimate Warrior, but out there doing backflips and shit against Bret Hart. And then they finally found it and they made that dope ass documentary you're talking about. They
Yeah,
even found him. They found that like the McGee guy. He hadn't seen the match either. Like imagine that. Like you always hear about how good you did in this fucking match. It's like the one match of your career everybody talks about. You never get to see it. And they finally showed it to him too. It was good. Like Brett fucking made that dude look like he was a fucking monster. Same way Savage did. Like they could make the guy they were working with look so much better. And that's like the number one job of a good pro wrestler.
the match that Resin's talking about is one of my favorite matches ever. Bret and Owen WrestleMania fucking 1094, bro. Classic.
And then followed by Razor and Shawn Michaels in the ladder match.
Oh fuck yeah. So yeah, top albums of the 90s every year. So what? Let them know what's next. It's like we're going 2000 to like
Yeah, we'll do 2000 to 2010, I guess.
yeah.
Like another 10 years.
Okay.
Or 2000 to 2009, I guess it would go. Kind of like we did here with 90 to 99.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go.
Once we got to 2013, I couldn't find an album.
Oh, you know me. I'm such a fucking hip hop nerd that I found something for real.
Yeah, I knew some, but like none that I would like be comfortable saying I thought was the best album of that entire year. So I'm gonna have to keep looking.
I'll give you some honorable mentions. Maybe you like something.
Straight up.
All right, brother. I'm gonna get some rest. I'm gonna knock out. But yo, see y'all niggas on the flip side. 5 piece.
Yeah.
5 piece. Woo-woo.